Cancer, and welcome to your mini biweekly general love tarot reading for April 1st through the 15th, 2017. I just feel like the table here is very busy. Well, let me just start up here. I feel like there is a reconciliation or a hope for reconciliation with a water sign. I'm getting like there are three people involved here, but I'm not sure if this person has somebody else in their life or they had someone else in their life. Okay, so I'm going to read it three different ways that Spirit is bringing it to me. One, I feel like someone whom you loved or were very close to, you wound up being separated, but this person has someone else in their life. And this person thinks about you. This person, I feel, really wants to return to you. The second I'm getting here is a reconciliation with someone who you absolutely are 100% sure had an affair on you. And now they regret everything that they have done. The third message is there is a reconciliation with someone who was a friend of yours, who was close to you, could have felt like it was a sister or brother, but there is a sudden awakening that you should be with this person. Now, what could possibly happen if you reach out to them is you may find out that they are with someone else, or were with someone else, but hasn't let go of that relationship yet. And so the third here that I'm explaining feels like this is what you want to do as Cancer, is reconcile with this person. But I feel like this person, I feel like they have just been living their life. I don't feel like there has been any emotion or any intimacy or any love in their life. So those are the three scenarios that Spirit has given me. I do feel that either way, this reconciliation for some of you is meant to be. And it's really important that you, I guess I want to say, be awakened and watch for the signs and the omens on this before you start judging it and criticizing it. Okay? Do me a favor and please do that. I also feel like this reconciliation can also happen with an air sign. Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. Any of those three. Because I'm also feeling Geminis in this picture for some of you Cancers. Or it could be your sun, moon, or rising. Or this could be a Gemini ex or current partner who is either a sun, moon, or rising Gemini. I feel like you need to stay positive and optimistic about this. I almost feel like I'm giving rules and regulations here. I am not, but I am being firm because this is something I pick up extremely strong that could happen, or you could hear from this person within the next 2 weeks. But I feel like that information that you get isn't exactly the information you want to hear, but it was meant to reach out for the Cancers who are reaching out to this other person for a reconciliation or see what's happening or getting back together. I feel like, so for some of you, you're picking up pieces here and trying to put the puzzle back together. Maybe some of you have been dreaming about this. Maybe some of you have just had a strong feeling about it. But that's what I'm getting here. So also, too, I feel that this person's family, whether they're siblings or their parents, grandmothers, grandfathers, whatever, if they're still alive, I don't know why I felt like I had to say that, but I did. But either way it goes, I feel like there's a connection with the family. Maybe the family had something to not necessarily do with the breaking up of you or the separation between you, but maybe your families are involved, and maybe they were close also. And with this separation, it seems like everything's separated. But I will say that Venus retrograde is retrograde until April 15th. And so there could be a lot of pressures. There could be a lot of significations about relationships. But I don't feel like you should judge this, especially under a retrograde. I feel like Venus needs to go to direct before you actually really make a complete decision on some of the information I feel that you're going to receive. Okay? So that came up really strong. And I'm going to move now down into the second row here. I feel that there is an air sign who, he kind of, to me, I feel like there's a serious side to this person, and I feel like there is a comedian side to this person. But I feel like this is an air sign. I'm leaning more towards Aquarius. That's what keeps vibing in here. Now, this could be a brother. This could be a lover. This could be an ex-lover. It could even have something to do with that reconciliation also, okay? Because the cards are laid out here. They are together. I feel like maybe there might be children involved here that were either a part of the scenario. And I feel that there is one child. I'm getting the name Elizabeth, but this reading about what I'm reading here can pertain to many others. But there's this one specific relationship. I'm looking at a child, a girl. Her name is Elizabeth, who has had a rough time, but she's very brilliant. And I'm not sure if she just is trying to give you a message that this, I'm just feeling like she's trying to warn you that this relationship would not be the best choice. Because I think that she picks up the kind of duality that I'm picking up on this person here. Okay. And maybe she's also a little bit jealous because maybe her father or your new love or love that's in your life is a fire sign. But there is a divine timing for everything. And I don't feel like you need to put this relationship in jeopardy, even though I do believe that children do come first. But right now, there is some jealousy. And I really think that I feel that she's right about some of the comedian type of energy. But I don't feel that she is the one to make the last decision regarding this relationship. Okay? Now, moving forward, still picking up children, but they're involved in a relationship that 3 people were involved. So perhaps you were married to this person and they were not faithful to you. And so now the family is being affected by this move. Or you had children from another marriage, and what happened was you were engaged or going to be engaged, and you found out that there was somebody else. But I will say that I feel really good about this fire sign. I think this fire sign is waiting for you. And again, remember when I say a sign, it could be the sun, moon, or rising. Okay, it could even have something to do with you also. If you could have a sun, moon, or not a sun, but a moon rising in a fire sign. So I'm going to just pull a few more cards here. I feel like some of you are contemplating, or I should say thinking. No, wait. No, Spirit was right. I feel like some of you are thinking and contemplating on a past life relationship, on a relationship that you've had. I'm picking up very strongly an earth sign. Now, again, it could be sun, moon, or rising. But I feel like this person is pretty powerful. And I don't know what's happening here, if you're separated from this person or if this person is still in your life and you're just disappointed about something here. I feel like there's a lot on your mind, a lot on your plate here. But the cards moving forward are good. And I do feel like that there is a meeting of love. A meeting of love together. Now, maybe there is, I feel like maybe there was the relationship was affected. This one particular relationship was, or many of them actually, were affected by financial situations. I do feel like somebody in this relationship has a money problem. But I'm also being led to feel almost as if someone you know also has an addiction problem. Oh, I love it when I pull the rose. Okay, let's just see what the other cards say here. Okay, so the rose represents romance, of course. We know what roses mean. And it means that I feel like it's coming in. And I feel like whatever it is that you're hoping for in regards to love, I do feel like it's coming in. However, the haystack here is also letting you know something about karma. Like you will reap what you have sown. So please be careful and don't judge relationships right now under the Venus retrograde. Just don't, because it's going to create a repetitive pattern that when Venus goes retrograde again in a similar aspect, even if it's 10 years from now, it's going to fire off this aspect. So try to be non-judgmental, try to observe, see what you need to learn from the relationship. Okay, because you didn't have it for no reason at all. So there is something to learn from it. And the wheel represents an indecisiveness, I guess I want to say, like being confused on which way you want to walk, which way you want to turn, which way to flow. I think here, like maybe some of you are just sitting back and waiting for things to happen. But I feel like some of you others have taken action. And that's what you need to do with the wheel, is take charge. But at the same time, some of you who have been through some stress regarding relationships, I also feel like you need to just let life flow at this time. Okay, because you're not getting anywhere just being anxious over all of this. I'm going to pull a love card here. We got choose your battles. That's interesting, because there's some friction going on here with some things here that have come to pass and that are also coming to pass. So you want to choose your battles. I heard I'm going to pull one more card here. I heard choose your battles wisely. Yep, there's the win or lose. I feel like if you do feel that it's necessary for you to choose a battle, understand that you could win or you could lose. And I do feel like this has to do with love. And again, I'm picking up that air sign. It could even be a family member. It could be a sibling. And you are at this point where you're having it out. Now, I'm picking up somebody's sibling or some family member who continuously keeps on using you. And it's getting to the point where it is. You're either going to win or you're going to lose, but you need to choose your battles. And I feel like you need to choose them wisely. Okay, let me go ahead and move on into the general reading. What are the messages for Cancer? Sorry, I have a little bit of a cold. There's the Dreamer. 5 of Water, 8 of Earth, 4 of Water, Ace of Fire, 8 of Fire, Page of Air, 6 of Water. So we have 1, 2, 3 water, and we have 2 fire, 1 air, 1 earth. Feel strongly about your emotions. I feel like there are some changes that are coming about. Okay, this Dreamer is a good card. This is the Faith card. Okay, it's also unexpected opportunities, or you unexpectedly hear from someone. That's what I'm getting. The 5 of Water is things, maybe some disappointments. I feel like there are some disappointments, and I feel like this has to do with the change. I feel like for some of you, it's tears, like tears over something you wish or you regret doing. Okay. The 8 of Earth is, I just feel like this has a lot to do with learning something new. I'm feeling learning something new. So maybe you're going back to school. Or maybe you are just studying something. I'm also getting the internet. Maybe you're studying something online. But I do feel that this is about going back to school. The 4 of Waters is missing an opportunity. Okay? I also feel like you're bored. So you need to find something creative or something to do to take you out of the boredom so that you can see all possibilities here. The Ace of Fire is an opportunity, but it's a new one. It hasn't been presented to you yet. Okay, I think it has to do with a promotion. I feel like it has to do with an engagement. I feel like it has to do with an invitation. The 8 of Fire is things are happening on the go, like the Chariot. Horses are moving quick. I feel like you're very busy, and it's like one thing's popping after another. Things are happening. So you're trying to catch up with yourself. The Page of Air is about some information you find out that has a challenge to it. I'm not going to lie. It has a challenge to it. You may feel like the challenge is a little bit too much and suddenly feel sad and lose faith. Okay, but delays happen for a reason. And we are under aspects. We have a Mercury retrograde 2 happening April 9th through May 3rd. Okay, so there could be some delays. There could be some disappointments. But hang in there. Okay, it is going to get better. Sometimes things are delayed because that's divine timing also. The 6 of Water is a memory card. So there's someone that's on your mind. I do feel that you're thinking about a lot, you're making plans for, but you haven't gotten a confirmation from that person yet. So you're kind of stuck in between daydreaming of the past and wondering what's going to happen in the present, moving on into the future. If you'd like a personal reading, www.transformationandempowerment.com. Please remember to check your moon and rising. Much love and blessings.